Hey everybody, what's your favorite scary movie? Don't play with knives, kids. Like a retarded dwarf, it's neither big nor clever. Okay, so this is my video about scary movies and horror movies. You'll have to excuse me today, I've got a really bad sore throat, so if I cough or make any weird noises, that's probably why. So without any further ado, here we have the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought this was good, I really enjoyed it, saw it at the cinema a few years ago and got it on DVD since. I saw the original Texas Chainsaw film and I didn't actually think it was that good. I know that's probably going to be a controversial view, but I can see how it was notorious and gritty and grim and was very controversial at the time, but I think its reputation is probably stronger than the film itself. I didn't think it was very well made. But this, on the other hand, I thought was good. It took everything that was good about the original film, like the grittiness, the goriness, and just wrapped it all up in a better made film. So do check that out. This is the sequel to that film. This is Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. As it's the sequel, it's got quite a few of the same cast in. The Freaky family are all played by the same actors. I'm not sure if Leatherface is. It's pretty difficult to tell. But yeah, this goes back to the origins of Leatherface and shows how he turned out to be such a freak. So do check it out. Poltergeist. Now, I must have been one of the last people in the whole world to see this film. I actually didn't see it until a couple of weeks ago. That's the first time I'd ever seen it. And in a way I wish that I'd seen it when I was about 8 years old, because I can imagine it would have scared the shit out of me. But as it is, I just thought it was a little bit silly in places. It's pretty imaginative though. For the time, the special effects are pretty good. And I liked the woman in it, who the little woman, the kind of midget woman who was had a squeaky voice, who was the medium. She actually reminded me of someone I work with, bizarrely enough, but I thought she was funny. Okay, Hannibal Rising. This is chronologically the last in the Hannibal series, the Hannibal Lecter series, but was the most recent film to be made, confusingly enough. This got an absolute mauling from the critics. They all thought it was absolutely terrible, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really made film, a really well made film. Cinematography was good, and the guy who played Hannibal was good in it. Yeah, it's pretty grim, pretty grisly, some gory scenes in it. Rhys Ifans is in it as well, he's pretty cool. And again, it goes into the origins of Hannibal and shows how he kind of had samurai sort of training when he was young, which explains how he's so good at combat in the later films. This is the uncut edition as well, which has 10 deleted scenes which weren't seen in cinemas. I can't remember them actually, so they couldn't have been that impressive, but still, good film. Aha! Well, hello, Clarice. This is The Silence of the Lambs, the classic. Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, there's not much I can say about it that hasn't been said by other people. But this is the 2-disc edition, lots of special features. Do check it out. Probably the best of the Hannibal Lecter films. And start with this one as well, because it was the first one made. Then there was Hannibal, directed by Ridley Scott. Very good looking film, very beautifully made. You can see this is from when DVDs cost £24.99. I don't know if you can see that, but God, I remember those days. This had Anthony Hopkins and Julianne Moore playing Clarice Starling's role, so she took over from Jodie Foster. It would have been nice to have Jodie Foster in this as well, actually, because it would have preserved the continuity, but it's okay. It's very, very gory. Probably might be the goriest Hannibal film. It goes a little bit over the top. Towards the end, there's a scene with Ray Liotta, and he has his head sliced off, and he's fed pieces of his own brain while he's still alive. And it's, in a way, you can see how it's supposed to be really shocking, but it's so over the top that in the end it just seems a bit silly. But this is good. It's got loads and loads of special features, commentary by Ridley Scott, so worth checking out for that. This is Red Dragon, the next in the Hannibal Lecter series. This has an amazing cast: Anthony Hopkins, Edward Norton, Ralph Fiennes, Harvey Keitel, Emily Watson, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and they're all really, really good in it. Anthony Hopkins is fantastic, but he's nearly upstaged actually by Ralph Fiennes, who plays the main character in it. Very, very creepy performance. You almost don't think of it as being Ralph Fiennes actually, because it's so kind of alien and weird. He's the role that he plays in it. So check that out. Manhunter. This was the very first Hannibal Lecter film to be made, and was actually not... It actually doesn't fit into the continuity of the Anthony Hopkins films. This is completely separate, but it's based on the same book that Red Dragon is based on. And who's the guy who plays... Brian Cox plays Hannibal Lecter in this, and the cop who's hunting him down is played by the guy who plays Gil Grissom in CSI Las Vegas, according to my girlfriend, who's a really big CSI fan. But that's, as you see, I haven't unwrapped this yet, but the DVD is supposed to be really good. It's double disc with lots of extra features, so that's cool. Exorcist the Beginning. This got completely ruined by critics. I've got the original Exorcist film somewhere, but I couldn't find it. I was looking for it just now. But in a spooky kind of series of events, it seems to have disappeared. This is the prequel to The Exorcist, though, and shows how the demon originally originated. And they actually made 2 films out of this. There's Exorcist the Beginning, which is this one, and there's also Exorcist Dominion, which was the original version of this. But apparently the studio completely remade it after the director had finished with it and said that it needed to be more action-packed and to attract a bigger audience. And neither of them got very good reviews, actually, but this one I thought was okay. It's got some pretty creepy scenes in it, but it's not brilliant. It's certainly not up there with the original Exorcist. This is a triple pack of horror movies. We've got the Amityville Horror, which is a very good remake, has some very creepy moments in. One moment in particular I remember made me squeak. If you've seen it, it's the bit when the guy's in the bathroom and he sees a demon in the mirror. Really made me jump. This is Silent Hill. That's based on the video game of the same name, which I haven't played, but the film itself is pretty good. Pretty creepy. It's set in this weird kind of town that you think might be in a different reality or a different dimension. A woman finds herself stranded there, and it's populated by these weird people, like these nurses with bandages on their face and weird kind of zombie people with gas masks on. So that's worth checking out. An American Haunting, don't bother with this one. It's about the possession of a girl in small town America, and it's pretty shite from what I remember, so don't bother with that. Okay, The Ring. This is an import disc, a Region 1 Canadian disc, which is why it says Le Cercle, which is presumably The Ring in French. This is really good, very good remake of the Japanese original. I actually think this is better than the original. Again, that's probably a controversial viewpoint, but yeah, I'm sure you know about this or you've seen it, and if you haven't, why not? Watch it, it's good. The Shining, Stanley Kubrick book. This is a film based on what am I talking about? This is a film based on a Stephen King book, starring Jack Nicholson. You probably know all about it. You've probably seen it. And if you haven't, then do. Jack Nicholson's fantastic in it. Probably his best role, I think, which is saying something as well, because he's been in some pretty damn good films. But this is a very good horror film. It's got like a 40-minute making of documentary as well, which is good, because these particular Stanley Kubrick collection films, DVDs, don't tend to have many extra features. The Ring 2, this isn't great. I don't know where the box is, but this is a sequel to the remake, and as far as I remember, it wasn't very good. The Sixth Sense, this is the classic. Everybody knows the twist by now, I should imagine. Bruce Willis is good in it, so is Haley Joel Osment, and it's probably the only good film that M. Night Shyamalan has made. Although actually Signs was okay, but I'm really not that keen on his other films. He always seems to want to put a twist in the end of the film, whether it suits it or not. Okay, this is Event Horizon. This is a pretty creepy one. This is set in space, so it's kind of a sci-fi horror. And this is, who's in it? Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne. It kind of reminded me of Hellraiser in space, in a weird sort of way. The ship opens up a gateway to hell, and all these demons come out. And a lot of the imagery in it seems pretty similar to Hellraiser. Okay, I've got quite a few DVDs left, so I'm probably going to leave it there for now, and talk about those in my horror movie collection part 2. See you soon.